plains of Moab, as the sun began to set, Moses gathered Israel for a word they'd not forget. Remember all the journey, the 40 years of old, how the Lord has led you as the prophets had foretold. He humbled you with hunger, and He fed you from the sky, to show that man lives by the word and not by bread for aid. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. Love Him with your heart and soul until the day is done. Write these holy statutes on the doorposts of your heart. Teach them to your children everywhere you choose to roam. When you enter in the land of milk and honey's flow, do not forget the Lord who watched you everywhere you go. It was not for your greatness that He chose you for His own, but because He loved you and the mercy He has shown. He spoke from out the fire on the mountaintop of flame, 10 words of the covenant to glorify His name. Do not make an idol or a mountain out of gold, but keep the simple worship that the fathers did uphold. Observe the holy Sabbath and the festivals of light, to remember how He brought you from the Egyptian night. A prophet's only justice is the thing you shall pursue, to keep the land in safety and in everything you do. When you harvest in the field, leave a corner for the poor, for the widow and the orphan standing at your door. Do not move the boundary stone or use a lion's scale, for the eyes of God are watching and His truth will never fail. I set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. Choose the path of life today, for better or for worse. If you obey His voice, the rain will fall upon the grain, and you shall be the head and not the tail within the rain. But if you turn to other gods and bow before the stone, you'll be scattered through the nations, wandering and alone. The word is very near you, in your mouth and in your heart, so that you may follow it and never more depart. Be strong and courageous, Moses told the younger man, for Joshua would lead them in the Master's holy plan. He wrote the law in full and gave it to the Levite hand, to keep beside the ark within the borders of the land. Then Moses climbed the peak of Nebo, looking to the west to see the land of promise, where the Jericho, the land that God had promised to the fathers long ago. You have seen it with your eyes, but you shall not cross the line, said the Lord to Moses in a mystery divine. So Moses died in Moab by the whisper of the Lord, and no one knows his grave today, according to the word. There has not risen since a man who knew God face to face, with the signs and with the wonders in a holy chosen place. But his words remain forever, like a light upon the way, guiding every seeker to the everlasting day.